Hi, this is Nurse Angie of Nurse Angie's Reviews and Adventures. We are at Calvary Cemetery of the Calvary Cemetery Project Section 28. And we're going to take a look at some of the graves here today. We got some family members here. And it looks like we do have some family plots here. These might be family in-laws. While walking through here, I did notice a lot of veterans from the Army, Navy, Marines who served in World War II. And here is a headstone of the Celtic cross. Beautiful artwork on it. Louis Tosani, U.S. Air Force, World War II, and Korean, and Vietnam. He was a talented athlete. He came to UD. Here, so you can read a little bit about him. Here's a tombstone that has obviously fallen over from age or some kind of critter moving around, grounds settling. This is Edward Madigan, Police and Fire with the Dayton Police and Fire Department. Give you a minute to read. Here is another really old headstone. Erosion has worn it away. On this headstone, there's some beautiful work engraved on it. Right there looks like maybe a family planted this tree. As we walk down through here, as you can tell by the age of this headstone, we are now in the infants section, or one of the infants section of the cemetery. Cannot even see any headstones or the markers from where they're not kept up. which is really sad. Who knows how far up this section goes. Here is George Settle. He's another noble person. He passed away in the 1913 Dayton flood. I'll give you a minute to read. Here's his grave. And here's his wife. Here is Carol Howalk, a chemist and an inventor. Looks like he worked for GM. I'll give you a minute so you can read. And here is his grave. As we're walking through Calvary Cemetery at the Calvary Cemetery Project, you can see some of the older stones. You can see something that has moved the ground. And if you're ever wondering what happened to the flowers and stuff you leave on your loved one's grave, that's what they do with them. That fence is to Calvary, to Carillon Park, which borders Calvary Cemetery. Here's an old headstone, unable to read what it says. We have a mother, and a father grave. Here is one of the hardest things when walking through a cemetery. Is graves like this. Jackie King, age 2 days, died in 1923. Obviously, back then, we did not have the health care as we do now. Here's another young child, born October 29, 1946, and died March 16, 1950. Here's a veteran, 3rd Army Corps, who has a castle on his headstone, which I thought was very interesting. Here's a U.S. Marine.